when I'm actually kind of in the street with a spray can, it's more fauvish, it's just like a rawness. You know, I don't really have my information, I don't really have my internet. It's just me and a wall and a spray can and, you know, gravity. And for that, it's just pure expression, it's just what comes into my head. And most of the time it's, you know, it's pretty ugly, it's, you know, not very developed. But I like that kind of energy.
And it's a funny one because I always will kind of think about, well, I could do something completely out of the blue, completely original, or I could just be a plagiarist and steal something else and then twist it around. And you know, if I do get accused of being a thief, then that's fine. If I do get accused of being a vandal, that's fine. I put my hands up and admit it.
I did I did heroic doses of weapons-grade psychedelics when I was living in San Francisco. And one time I smoked this stuff called DMT, which is dimethyltryptamine, which is toad venom. And I felt like all the information in the universe was suddenly channeled through my head. Like everything, all the symbols and all the imagery and all the things, everything was kind of being processed, like my brain was turned into a supercomputer. And I kind of want my art to be almost like that. I want to be able to process things faster.
We're being bombarded daily with images again and 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 again. It desensitizes us to the true horror of what's going on. Sometimes you have to kind of put it into a different context and say, look at this, you know, to really make people realize what's happening. I like to use images almost like a juggernaut. I like to hit people with an image that makes them think, rather than like, oh, I really love these like crazy street art characters with their big eyes and their crazy cartoon style, you know, hands and like big shoes and all of this. I want people to come in and go, fucking hell, this guy is serious.
Basically, when I was about 10 years old, I was at my cousin's house and they had a lot of guns, and I've always been really into guns and war. And I asked them if I could borrow a gun, and so they lent me a shotgun. And I went out in the field.
So I was playing the deer hunter game and I was like going through the grass with my shotgun, like double barrel.
And I saw two rabbits in the field. And I saw them playing and they were having a good time. They were kind of looking around. And so I kind of pointed the gun towards them and I pulled the trigger. And I kind of went backwards and, you know, almost fell over.
And I couldn't see a thing. There was like smoke and then there was nothing. And then I walked over and I was like, I hope the rabbits aren't there. I hope the rabbits aren't there. I hope the rabbits aren't there. And there was just one rabbit just dead, with like a tiny bit of blood just coming out of his mouth, just like his last gasp of life, you know, just pushed a bit of blood out. I felt so bad.
And I took it back to the house, to my cousin's house, and everyone was really happy because I'd killed this rabbit and everyone was going to have rabbit pie.
So my pure evil rabbit is this rabbit that's coming back to kill me. He's like the revenge rabbit. It's like, imagine if I'm just kind of this kid who's got a big bucket of shit and I got a stick, I'm just picking this shit up and I'm flinging it against the wall. Some of it's going to stick, some of it's going to just fall off, and that's what painting's all about. You just throw enough shit against the wall, some of it's going to stick. I have no insecurities. I mean, in my mind, I think I'm the best artist. I think I'm better than Banksy. I think I'm better than a lot of people. You know, there's a few pop artists that I probably know that I could never beat, like Rosenquist, like Lichtenstein. But I mean, I'm at the beginning of my journey right now, and I've got a long way to go. This is just the first part. This is the first chapter, and there's a lot more chapters to be written.